Welcome to another episode of Life with Lenoci. We're here in Reno, Nevada at the Furry Convention. I believe that's what it's called, right, Maddie? Furry Convention. So, yeah. We got thousands, and I am not exaggerating, thousands of people dressed up in, how would you describe it? Like mascot-looking outfits, and
anime mascot.
Yeah, and we're gonna go down and interview a bunch of them and find out a little bit about what they do, and try to get deep with them, maybe.
Oh yeah, baby.
The world of pure imagination.
Yes. It's alright. You're not comfortable. 0 for 2. That counts as 2. This is interesting. Some people are into it, some people are not. Let's try to find out here. Can we ask you a couple questions? Can we interview you? You don't talk. Oh, well,
fine. That's fine though.
All right, that's good. Good seeing you. That's a good way to get out of it, right? Nice. That one just didn't want to talk. Okay.
I mean, maybe we gotta get some yes or no questions.
I'd go to Phoenix.
They're just full on having a conversation, just like there's nothing going on. When did this start? When did you start dressing up like this?
Like, are you asking me like personal?
Personal, yeah.
Oh. So basically, I was like walking on the street, like as a person being.
Yeah.
And then I saw just like you.
Yeah.
In the middle of a convention.
Oh, you were walking around. You saw it.
I saw people
sparked
like
your interest.
wearing costume and that. And I was like, that looks interesting.
Okay, so do you work the event, or are you just here for it?
Yes and no.
Well, because you got the clipboard, so I'm like, oh, you seem important, or is that part of the construction thing?
Oh, I'm safety work. I'm here to inspect and make sure everything's okay, you know?
Like you won't believe how much heat do you feel inside this thing.
Oh, it's got to be so hot.
Yeah, so you cannot be...
Oh, so you're
safe?
part of the convention? You work for the convention, or you just are attending it?
Not as this.
It's a volunteer thing.
Yes.
Okay,
But
cool.
I'm not volunteering to inspect the convention.
I was trying to kind of break the fourth wall. I was like, but then they were witty with that at the end, how they were like, is this a fight?
I mean, I'm not affiliated. I'm here to vote. I'm here to inspect and make sure that everything is going okay, you know? Safe and everything.
Safety, yeah.
Yeah.
But you yourself are a furry. Like a furry?
I'm a safety inspector. I'm here to inspect the convention.
Is this a fight? Okay, yes, but the convention is for, it's called the Furry Convention, yes?
It's called Biggest Little Furcon, I think.
Biggest, well, you no?
No, that's why I'm here to inspect the convention.
But how long does everybody have the same costume they always wear to all the conventions, or do you bring different ones?
What costume?
Now, I am not an official party or member of the Communist, of the Furry Convention, however.
Okay.
Yes, I can, but...
Octavia's the same as Tommy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tommy.
Should we interrupt the mating call of the furries?
I am not an official representative.
Are you familiar?
We're familiar with what's going on, so we have questions. You're technically not a furry. Okay, so this is where I'm getting confused. You're in a costume, or no?
Well, I mean, you could consider my safety inspector get up a costume, couldn't you?
Fair. So, but does the furry costume have a character name?
I'm safety one.
You're safety man.
No, safety one.
Safety.
I'm a wolf.
You're a wolf. That's what you go by. Is this a fight or sexual activity? See, this is where I'm very confused right now. Now you don't go by. Nobody calls each other their real names. They go by their furry names.
I'm safety wolf.
You're safety wolf. They could for sure be on drugs. We don't know if people are on drugs. We don't know if people are sober. We've heard there's all different types of people inside the furries. But some of the furries don't break character. Some of them do. Yesterday we had an interview and the guy was kind of telling us all about it. So some people are honest, some people aren't. Should we interview them? So you don't reveal your real identity.
What identity? I'm a safety inspector.
This is good. You're staying in. This is some people break character, just so you know.
And use a few words like if like the furry fandom welcomes everybody. Doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter even your age. Like doesn't matter about anything. Like we accept everyone, religious, sexually, like all that stuff.
That's great. It's pretty
like,
open.
What I like about this community is that this connects us all together. Like we said, it's around the world, but this is what makes us even.
Do you get any pushback from like family? Like, what do your parents think? Do they get?
Well, thankfully, my parents, they accept me for what I am.
What about when someone makes their own costume, like that one? Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Have you been safe today?
I've been safe so
Would
far.
you like a ribbon?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So look, right now, I got a Safety Woofa badge, and I think if I put this on, I can get some more interviews. But we just figured out that's our second interview. The first one you're seeing, obviously. That person stayed. They didn't want to reveal that they were a human being. It's our guy from yesterday. Good to see you, bro.
How's your video?
So far, so good. We're actually trying to figure out. So we found out. We were asking like, is there like a celebrity furry? What did the guy tell us?
I don't even know.
And is there like a celebrity furry of the community?
We do have a very high dignitary furry. His name is Uncle Kage. He lives on the East Coast.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
Then we met a furry. He said that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's because
And then one guy stayed in character and wouldn't go out of character. I think you told us that.
oh yeah, like I told you, someday they add a character because, for example, this is me.
So like at the end of the night, like what do you do? Like what do you do for fun? Like you meet girls or what's going on?
Yes. All right. So our furry convention is like it's multicultural. It's like you get some of this, you get some of that. It's basically like if you're going to a convention and you're looking for good times, you get good times. Now, if you're looking for good times, you get good times. You know what I mean, right?
So did you have any good times last night?
Not last night.
Well, thanks again, man. We'll see you maybe tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. So basically, I just want to put this out there. We ran around the furry convention. We got a lot of cool interviews that you watched. I want to say that we're not at all making fun. Obviously, my vlogs are for comedic relief, but in the end, we learned that these people use these vessels to truly be who they are. They get to be themselves, and that's a beautiful thing. But it was very interesting for us, and some of it is funny. And no one was hurt in the making of this episode. Thanks for watching, and that was this episode. And this is a very serious conversation we're having right now. There was no sarcasm. I know sometimes people think I'm a sarcastic guy in serious situations, but from the bottom of my heart, I genuinely think it's really cool that what's happening here, and I think it's a cool thing. It's weird, yeah, it's definitely a little weird, but I think it's pretty cool. So, like, subscribe, and we'll see you.